Okay, so this is my review on Our Little World in Supernatural. Um, I absolutely loved this episode. I thought it was really strong, and I usually hate episodes with Metatron in it, but he was that pathetic in this episode that there was something intriguing about him being pathetic. He hated being human, and he hates doing human things like most of us do. So when he broke down to Castiel, it was intriguing. Amara is stealing souls at the start. She wants to become stronger, cruelly and happy about it, and he grounds her. Of course, that just pisses her off. But they make a kind of deal that she'll stop stealing souls if he protects her and teaches her stuff. I'm sorry I have to kind of fly through this as well. I've got lots of things to do. Dean and Sam want to get Castiel back in, but Dean's kind of reluctant at the start because he's been going through a lot. But they need an extra pair of hands. So Castiel starts to come out of the room that he's watching Netflix in, and reruns as well. And then he sees flashbacks of when he beat up Dean, when he beat up Crowley, when Dean beat up him, and it was just it's kind of flashbacks. That seems quite good actually. It's powerful. So Sam and Dean finally come to the conclusion that they're going to kill Amara, and Sam very smartly is wondering if they should just do it like this, so rash. And this scene kind of reminded me back in season 3. I don't know why, I just kind of felt like that to when Dean says they were going to do it their way, with Lilith. But obviously it's a different scenario. For one, Dean's not going to hell. But it kind of reminded me of that talk, basically. It was good to see that again. Them thinking before doing it, but at the same time, they weren't really smart. They could have got killed, but that's them. They just do rash things. I also liked the fact that the demons were cooler in this episode, the ones that guard Crowley and that. I mean, they wear black suits, there's nothing really to them, but they were better fighters in this episode than Sam. We actually got to see Sam fighting, really good fighting actually. I mean, I've always said that Dean is a good fighter, better than Sam, but we got to see Sam for a change using his fighting skills. Sam and Dean finally go to the where she's getting holded up in, and Dean goes into the room to kill her, but you can't kill her. She's really, I think, into him. I still don't know. Well, we still don't know what he is to her, and that's really interesting. But she seems to like him, and a lot of people were complaining about that actually, because she's a teenager. But you gotta remember that she's old. She's just in a vessel, and of course it would be kind of weird for them to play this scene. But at the same time, she's going to grow up, to the vessel I think we saw at the start. So it's not that strange. The acting was superb at this bit though. Castiel finds Metatron, who's causing trouble, and takes him and beats him up and blah blah blah. Metatron breaks down like a little wuss, and Cass wants to know what the darkness is. Well, it's really flippin' interesting to learn that there's God's sister. I didn't see that at all. I thought that, that she was evil, but it breaks the rules again. You know, like Supernatural has a way like going with the Bible and flipping it, and I don't know why it doesn't get a lot of hate for that actually, but yeah, God had to sacrifice her or something like that. So kind of reminds me of Lucy that bit, you know, like Lucifer, like God betrayed Lucifer in a way for loving him. So it just kind of reminded me of that bit. We then go back to like the building that Dean and that is they're trying to kill the darkness, and Curly comes in and like tries to, he pins Dean up against the wall and says that I had lots of times to kill you, but I didn't because of our bromance. That's funny that bit. And Dean's just like, but I think I'm going to kill you. And you know, I don't think they would have killed him anyway, but the darkness is like, kind of like, how dare you? And like chucks Crowley across the wall and like breaks his hand, and the hand is just so pathetic. I'm sorry, but I think that's like an in-joke. I don't know, but I think it's an in-joke. Anyway, she says that she'll let Crowley go if he makes passageway for Dean, and Crowley says yes, and like she walks away from Dean after Dean tries to like get a last I try to kill you kind of thing, and Cass lets Metron go. He doesn't seem a threat. I think that was a kind of sloppy move, because Metron can always come back and bite you in the ass. Dean is like kind of like, you let him go kind of thing, and like then Cass brings up the fact that like, how did Amara get away from Dean? Dean says like she's powerful, blah blah. And then we are like at the end of the scene, and Sam gets flashies from the cage. Sorry. Oh yay! I want Lucy back so much. It will be so good to see Lucifer again, or Michael, either one, just to get the kind of apocalypse starting back up. Because, you know, we never actually got the apocalypse. We got the start of it and then it's, you know, stopped. But to actually see it happen would be cool. So I'm really hoping, well, I really do think it will happen. Especially with flashbacks. I mean, no flashbacks. Especially with, like, flashes to the cage from Sam. Anyway, the ending scene is, like, Sam gets the flashes with the cage and music plays, this cool, like, song. It's not really a cool song, but it's, like, it gives a good atmosphere to the episode. Like, she's not a woman, and the song's called You'll Be a Woman Soon. So it goes with the scene, and it's kind of like the beat to the song as well. Like Dean's sitting drinking, and she's walking down the street, and you can just feel that she's going to cause chaos. So it was a really good episode. I'd give it a 9.